Now, it's nearly 30 years since female genital mutilation was outlawed in the UK. Yet it wasn't until today that the first charges were brought against two men, one of them a doctor. The offence is alleged to have been carried out at the Whittington Hospital in London in November 2012. And just to warn you, you may find some of the details in Fatima Manji's report now distressing.
They may be often reluctant to show their faces, but the voices of victims have become more prominent in a high-profile campaign against female genital mutilation, or FGM. And today, a major milestone for that campaign. Despite FGM being illegal in the UK for nearly 30 years, it's only now that the first charges have been brought about. Two people, one of whom is a doctor, have been charged with carrying out the crime here at this NHS hospital in North London in November 2012. Dr. Dhanun Dharma Sena is accused of carrying out the procedure, and an individual called Hassan Mahmood is accused of aiding and abetting him. The actual procedure is called re-infibulation, and that's when a woman who's already been subjected to FGM has her vagina sewn up after childbirth, leaving only a tiny opening. In this case, the alleged victim had just given birth at the Whittington Hospital. The doctor then allegedly carried out the FGM procedure, while Hassan Mohammed encouraged and helped him. Today, the Director of Public Prosecutions said the charges are an important step.
So I think with any first prosecution, obviously that is a moment in history, but I think what's really important is that we show we can get the evidence in these cases and that we give a marker to communities that it's not okay. This is abuse of women and it's an offence, and we will prosecute it when we get the evidence to do so.
These charges come after a series of high-profile campaigns, but with NHS estimates suggesting every year 20,000 women are at risk in the UK, campaigners say it's simply a first step and more needs to be done.
We also need FGM survivors to come out and say what's happened to them, but how they're going to do that where there are no support services out there for them. So right now, it's actually key that we have specialist services and shelters for those who are at risk and need to escape this practice.
The men charged in this case will appear in court next month. Meanwhile, prosecutors are considering 4 other cases.